Hello, let's get started with learning the string manipulation, and this is our lecture series 1. So let's get started. For that we will open EduBlocks, and EduBlocks, after opening EduBlocks we will come to home. In the home page we will see that where we will be creating the project. So let's select Python 3, and here we will going to manipulate the string. String manipulations always start with the creation of a string and declare any string and storing it in a variable. So for storing it in a variable, I want that each and every string should be separated by a particular symbol. First of all, I will going to select that I need to code it here. So you can start it will ask you that code changes will be overwritten. So you can start coding here only. And before coding, let's understand that what actually we want. So we want here that I should have any string. So string is a sequence of characters, and it is actually sequence of characters enclosed in single quote or double quote, and here you can store any character inside them. And let's create a variable a that is storing actually a string uh, box. So now each and every alphabet of this character is stored at a particular address. So how the string A will be represented now? B, then O, then X. So this is how, and they have the individual addresses 0, 1, 2, and this is known as the index. Now I need to traverse this. Traversing, what do you mean by traversing? Iterating through the elements of a string. So I need to iterate. In the first iteration, B should be uh, B should be accessed in the first iteration. In the second iteration, O should be accessed, and in the third iteration, X should be accessed. So this is how the traversing will going to occur. So traversing means to iterate through the elements, iterating the elements one by one. Now when this part is clear, now we can able to make any string, and we can traverse any string with the help of a loop. So iterating can only occur with the help of a loop, because if you suppose you create a string, string string, that is actually storing notebook as a character enclosed between double quotes. So now how this is actually we will going to traverse it. Let us do the dry run for this. So let's do the dry run for our program. So first of all, string is now stored like individual addresses that are unique. Note, N-O-T-E, note, book. Two more boxes. So this is how, and the indexes goes like this. 7. So now we know that we need to access each and every element. For that we will apply the for loop. So how we will apply? For string, for element in string actually. For each and every element in what is the string name? String. We need to print the element. We need to print the element separated by, I want to separate it by a star, and then I need that these elements should be printed like this: NOTEBOO. Okay. So I want that the next element is shifted towards the next line. Next element should be shifted towards the next line. So it should not be horizontal, it should be vertical. For this, I will apply end with a space. So in this way we can do it. So now let's do the dry run as well. So for that we need to start with I is equal to 0. So the element will be accessed is n. So n will get printed, then the star will get printed, right? And then the O will get printed, separated by a star, separated T will get printed, separated by a star, and so on. I1, I2, and I3. So let's now see the output for this. So string is equal to notebook, and for element in string, we know that colon should come, print the each and every element separated by the star, separated by a star, and then ending with the space. And now when we will going to run this program, the output is shown like this. It means each and every thing is separated by the. Now I want it to be in the next line. For that, I will make a small change here in the code. I will write star here. Now I will going to run it and run it. So you can see the space is actually gone. Now one more thing that I will going to do here is print. Let's see the change now. So now you can see that it is represented like this. So in this way, all problem is solved, in which we have printed the notebook, and if we whatever we will mention inside the end, the same thing will be shown as the output. So the same thing will be shown in the output as well. So this is all for today session of understanding and traversing the string. In the next class, we will going to build the program to print the string in the reverse order. Okay, so goodbye.